You can see our new batteries. We have 2 of them. I think I've got an amazing video for you today. Most of it is about my lithium iron phosphate batteries that I bought over a year ago. But if you hang around to the end, there's some more projects that I'm working on, and I'm going to give you a heads up on those. Might give you some ideas. If you have a Super Marmu, you might want to do it to yours, or if you have a different type of boat, you might just want to get an idea of what you might be able to do on your boat. So, cue the intro.
In order to have days like this, you're going to have days like this. This is Tips on Tuesday. We're going to talk about what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Stay tuned so you don't feel like doing this. If you like these videos, please subscribe and give us a like. And if you have anything to add to the conversation or any questions, please leave them below.
As most of you know, I bought my batteries from Lithium Valley. Yes, they're from China. And now, I've been the proud owner of these batteries for over a year. And they might not have the best BMS, that's the internal battery management system, as a Battleborn, Victron, or maybe a Rely-On battery. You see, I don't really care. I don't think I need the best BMS because I don't need the cells within my batteries to achieve their absolute limits. The most important thing to me is longevity. And that depends more on the cells within the batteries and how I use the batteries than the BMS. I have 2 other videos on batteries. In the links below, please check them out. If you're new to our channel and you learn anything from these videos, please subscribe, give a like, and click the notification bell so anytime we release a video, you're informed. I have put a link to Lithium Valley and Joey's contact information because after you watch this video, you might just want to contact Joey if you're looking for batteries for your boat or motorhome. And by the way, you could help me by telling Joey how you heard about Lithium Valley. But sorry, there are no additional discounts and I won't get anything. But what you will get is a very good lithium iron phosphate battery at a very, very good price. On my last vid about lithium iron phosphate batteries, a troll commented, "You get what you pay for." Yes, you see, I told everybody exactly what I paid for my lithium iron phosphate batteries, and that's for both batteries, and it included the shipping to Thailand. Yes, that's 1200 amp hours at 12 volts. And if you buy them from Battleborn, what a bargain. I try not to use more than 100 amps for a few minutes on Aquarius, and I don't charge them with over 140 amps. That's way under 0.5 C, in or out. What I need is about 650 watts, which is about 26 amps, for a very, very long time. And maybe I'll need 3 kilowatts for short periods of time. That's the maximum of my inverter. I also don't need a BMS to shut off the batteries if I'm charging below 0 degrees C, because most of the time, Aquarius is near the equator. And if much of the time you find yourself in freezing weather, buy a heater. I don't know about your partner, but the Admiral ain't letting me spend $12,000 on batteries. So I might look like this, or maybe even moving into my next home, before I could afford lithium iron phosphate batteries. Remember back several years ago in one of my videos,
I placed the house batteries in the center because they're the heart of any electrical system aboard a sailing vessel.
And I ain't no rocket scientist. At least not anymore. Battle-born batteries, designed and assembled in the great US of A. Yes! I hate to break it to you people, but the heart of your battery is, yes, the cells. And they are all manufactured in, yep, you guessed it, USA! Nope. Almost all the cells for almost all the lithium iron phosphate batteries, including battle-born, are manufactured in China. And how do all of these boats and motorhomes on YouTube afford all these American and European batteries with Chinese hearts? They allegedly get them for free, or allegedly highly discounted. It's called marketing, folks. For you trolls out there, am I jealous? Yes, maybe a little bit. But does it really matter? The real question is, who pays for all that glossy marketing? Yep, she does. I think you probably know one of the most popular boats on YouTube that looks just a bit like Aquarius. Allegedly, they installed the lithium iron phosphate batteries twice in the last 4 years. They went from transporter, or also called dragonfly, to battle-born. That's probably $16,000 in batteries in 4 years. I can't afford that. If those batteries are so good, why the second battery change? Because dragonfly and battle-born are the same battery. But it could have been to upgrade to heated batteries because they were thinking about going north. Here's the dirty little secret. The main thing that's getting lighter regarding lithium iron phosphate batteries is your water. I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying there's anything wrong with any of these batteries that are mentioned in this video. In fact, battle-born probably is one of the best batteries out there. I'm just saying I don't need a Mack truck to pull this trailer. One of the AMEL rules before you can use the bow thruster on a Super Maramu, you need to start the genset and you need to turn on the battery charger. Because most battery banks can't handle the over 450 amps to run the bow thruster without significant harm to the batteries. Thus, I dubbed the bow thruster the AMEL battery killer. Yes, mine uses 480 amps. Now, with 600 amp hours of lithium iron phosphate, I don't have to worry about this anymore. 480 amps is about 0.8 C. And for this battery bank, that's nothing. And I make sure that I only use it in 1 to 5 second bursts. My batteries are 1 year old now. Well, they're a little bit older than 1 year. So I think it's time let's do a load pull test and see just how good these batteries are. I've never done a battery test before with these batteries. I know they're pretty good, but let's just check it out and see how good these batteries are. First, let me tell you how we're going to do this experiment. And of course, it's going to be in a lab environment. Let me show you my lab. We're going to discharge the batteries down to about 24 volts. Then we're going to fully charge them up to about 99%. And then we'll unplug the shore power. We'll turn the inverter on, and we will turn the aft AC on, which is just a plug-in, and we'll turn that on until we get the batteries back down to about 24 volts. During this whole process, every hour we will mark down the time, the voltage, and the current. And so that information, we'll put that into a chart and we'll figure out just how well these batteries are doing.
It's about 10 after 6. Been running my AC all night long. I've been taking voltages all night long, and now we're on the final little bit. As you can see here, we still have 25.5 volts. We're pulling about 30 amps now. And here we've got our Victron 3000/70 charger inverter, you know, giving us all of our DC power. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess right now, but we're doing a lot of work on Aquarius, trying to get her ready for the Indian Ocean crossing. But the big thing is, we're doing this battery test because I want to see how good these batteries are. And I think I was going to stop it right now, but I'm going to let it go one more hour. And the reason why is because I want to see what the voltage drop is like over the next hour. So I'm going to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and shut this thing down. 7 a.m. still running. See what we got. $25.33. Minus 34.4. Minus 34.4. The time is 7:10, I think. 7:15. Well, I think I'm just going to take one more little nap, because I was up a lot last night. 8:20. We have 24.47. So 24.47. I'm ending the test. Minus, it's probably a little more current because the voltage is lower. Oh, minus 27. Minus 27 amps because the solar is starting to kick in. And it's 8:20 a.m. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna turn off the AC for a little while. So I'm just gonna shut the AC off. I think with the solar running, we're gonna go probably just a little bit positive. 24.5. Now we're just about 0. We're just about at 0, and I'm gonna, well, I guess maybe I should go downstairs and plug it all back in. Get everything set back up to charge, because we'll get it all charged back up again. Beautiful day though. Look at that. Just a gorgeous day. Now let's go and get everything set back up to charge. Oh, I left my light on. Let's see. It's on. So we just set it for the genset and shore power. And let's make sure we still have power. Big moment of truth. You get to see it before I do? Oh. We're charging at 72 amps. And everything is up and going. We're good to go. We'll charge up a little bit. Charge for 3, 4, 5 hours.
So, what did we learn? We learned a lot. It looks like these batteries are damn good. 630 in and 630 out. There's no way that would be like a capacitor or something. Because every battery has resistance. And yes, these batteries have resistance too. But I didn't multiply out it times the voltage to get actually energy in and energy out. So let's take a look at that. The amount of energy that the 600 amp hour batteries should hold is about 600 times about 26 volts, which is 1.56 kilowatts. I put 1.68 kilowatt hours in and got out 1.62 kilowatt hours. That is absolutely fantastic. So, what did I do? I bought the third battery because I had them specially sized to fit 3 into my Super Marumu. Now I have 3 and here's what it looks like. So what we're doing here is we're charging that third battery over there before we can connect them to these two, which are fully charged. So once that one is completely charged, the third one, then we'll connect them up to these two batteries. So what'll happen is from here we'll come up and we'll connect to these two. So these two wires will connect to this battery, and then this battery will connect up over to this battery, and then we'll have 900 amp hours at 24 volts. This is a completed battery compartment on Aquarius. Now you can see it's almost completely full. There's a couple gaps for boards and spacers. Wow. Give a comment below on what you think of my battery compartment. Now I should be able to run the AC in the aft cabin for almost 30 hours straight with no charging, and that's with 0 solar. But I haven't mentioned yet, I have 1800 watts of solar now. So we're testing out our new solar that's going to go on the Bimini. So we got this all hooked up, now we got to go on the inside and try it out. And I should be able to charge at 65 amps for 5 to 7 hours a day. But we can talk about that on another Tips and Tuesday. Let me preview a couple other projects that I've been working on. Take a look at this one. One of the things that I dislike the most about the ML is this piece here. This piece here goes on the back of the boat on the outside, and what it does is it keeps the water from going inside your gas compartment where you keep the gas canisters, and it always rusts a little bit. And then what happens is, so this is, you get a line going down the back of the gel coat, and you got this rust line always going down the back of the boat, and I always hated that. So what I did was I had one made out of fiberglass here in Thailand, and this one here is going to go on, and there's no way it can rust, and it's gel coated the same color as the boat. So that's what I'm going to put on tomorrow, and I'll let you see it on the boat. It looks amazing. I also did the same with my bow seat, and I think it looks great. I think the sirens are coming now. They're coming to take me away. My batteries are too good. I think it's time to go. See you in the next Tips and Tuesday.
If you like this video, give us a like down below and click here to subscribe. That really helps us. And if you want to watch more of us, click one of those.
They said they came from Spanish.